G'day guys, ZiggyD here and welcome back for some Monday Musings, the show where I like to ramble for 5 to 10 minutes or 15 minutes sometimes, and occasionally you guys get something out of it. So in this episode, I want to, it's a bit late. I was going to do this last Monday, but and I want to start doing the Monday Musings pretty regularly as well. But anyway, better late than never. I want to continue on with my story, my musings from the past Monday Musings of my New Year's resolution of 12 new positive habits over the course of a year. So my idea in short was that each month I would take the time and each day try and develop and maintain a new positive habit. So I'd be focusing on one thing per month. The idea is that, you know, you make one little adjustment to your life that impacts you in a positive way, and you work on that over the course of a month, just focusing on that one thing, and then by the time, you know, 3 to 4 weeks have gone by, that's enough time for it to become a solid habit in your life, something that you just do without it really being an extra effort sort of thing. So like think about, you know, when you wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you'd probably do that mostly without thinking, and it's not like it's a really big extra effort for you to do. It's just because it's a habit, and it also is sort of tied to the act of waking up. You wake up, you're like, oh, maybe you have your breakfast, then you brush your teeth, or something like that. You kind of slot these things into your life, and they're habits, they're nice and easy to do, and often they're positive things, although there are some negative habits out there. But we're focusing on the positive ones. So my first month was to develop a habit of, as soon as I wake up, do 10 to 15 minutes of stretches and light exercising. So the idea behind this is it gets you feeling pretty good for the day, gets you doing some good breathing, so it actually wakes you up really well. It's probably one of the best ways to wake up, and also just helps your fitness and things like that as well. And especially because I spend like quite a bit of time each day sitting in the chair playing video games, especially now that I'm doing live streaming. That sort of thing, you know, helps sort of sort you out a bit, correct your posture, do a lot of really good stuff for you, and make a lot of really good sort of leaps forwards in terms of your health. So, how did I go for the first month? It's a little bit late, we're a little bit into the second month here. At first, it went pretty well. I did for about 2 weeks, and after about a week, it became pretty easy. The first couple days, I was like, you know, it was a little bit tough. At first, I was really motivated. Obviously, it was really easy. But towards the end of the week, it was a bit tough. But after the second week, it felt pretty easy. But then we moved houses, and my schedule, you know, and my habits and everything all flew out the window. And I tried somewhat to sort of keep it going, even though when I was staying at different houses and we were doing all sorts of different stuff. But I didn't really keep it going that well. But we got into a new house, and even then, I was some mornings I was doing it, other mornings I was like doing it, but not really putting that much effort in. And it would be like, you know, a 4-minute sort of stretch instead of a 10 minutes, sort of actually slow down and have breaths and do proper stretching and exercises and stuff like that. And so that was a little bit dodgy. But then I started getting it back on track, and over the past week or so I've been getting it back on track, so in month 2 here. So I kind of have to keep working on this one as well, because I have to really commit it to being a habit, because I still feel like it's not fully a habit. But I did sort of touch at that point before we did the move and everything, where I felt like it was becoming habit, becoming very easy to do. And what about the effects? How did I actually feel doing this? Feel great every day now that I wake up and do this. The day feels much better in general. There might be some, like, you know, some sort of cognitive bias there where I'm like, I'm doing something good, my day's going to be better, and then I actually make my day better. But for the most part, I always feel better, and I wake up much easier after doing this. I feel much more awake. Just the act of breathing, like, properly, like taking deep breaths as I'm doing the stretches, I think makes a really big difference. And the actual doing the stretches and stuff helps, I feel, with my hands and my arms and my back and things like that with all the work I do. So it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. So February's one, I sort of hadn't really planned. I haven't really planned these out a year in advance, because I want to work on things that I feel are important to me moving forwards. So the first one was that I want to keep committing that to being, you know, a habit, and keep that rolling. And it's been really good. I know I've actually had a few people send me messages and things saying that, you know, thanking me for the initial one, and that it actually got them doing it, and they had been doing it, and it had become an easy habit for them, and it was making a really big difference in their health and how you felt each day. They felt a lot better each day. So that's awesome. I love to hear feedback like that I've actually been able to reach you guys like that. That's pretty awesome. So hopefully maybe some of you guys are keen to continue along with me, but you don't necessarily have to do the same things as me, but come up with your own sort of positive habits you think are pretty important for you. So, February's one that I've started working on. I've done 2 solid days so far. So I started a little bit late, but we're going to do it. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. If you miss a day, that doesn't mean you've failed and you just give up on it. You keep, you get back on it the next day, or even if you have to do it late that day, you do it anyway. So my February's one, getting back on track, is each evening. I haven't decided when. We'll have to figure this out in a second. But each evening, I want to do about 10 minutes of weights. They're not like serious weights, but what I did was we bought a barbell, and I just bought a couple little weights for it, just enough for what I need at the moment. I can buy more weights later if I need to move up in the weight. But basically, I'm just going to do like 3 sets of bicep curls and 3 sets of pull-ups or standing rows, the ones where you bring them up to your chin like this, which is a nice shoulder workout, by the way. It's one of my favorites. But so trying to get back on this. This is, it's just one little thing. It's just three sets of each. Doesn't take very long. I do a set of like 9 or something, like 8 or 9. I think I did 8 tonight. I'll tinker around with the extra numbers, but do 8. Sort of have about 30 to 60 seconds off. Then do 8 bicep curls. Do the same thing, just alternate between the 2 with a short break in between. And by the end of that, it's been about 10 minutes. So that feels pretty good. Done 2 nights so far, and already feeling a pretty solid difference. I think after a month of doing this regularly as a habit, I'm going to be feeling pretty good. And it's not so much like about getting swole and being like this big, but feeling a bit stronger is it makes a real big difference in your life. I've been pretty strong before. I used to gym very religiously for about a year there when I was sort of towards the end of high school, and just when I left high school I was going to the gym like once or twice a day. And when I did feel very strong and fit, then it made me feel a lot better, like just being able to know you can lift something or move something with ease, and it feels pretty good. So I want to get some of that going, just sort of casually, but developing that as a habit. So I think if I can just make that a habit where each night I do this, and it's not really a big deal, it feels good. And so far, the 2 nights I've done it, I feel good afterwards. I go have a shower afterwards, and it feels pretty good. But the actual developing into a habit, there's a key to that, and I've talked about this last episode. The key to it is to slot it in past or with something else that you already do. The easiest way to make it, like I said, with brushing your teeth, you do that because you wake up or you finished eating breakfast. It slots in after one of those things. Or maybe it slots in with your shower, maybe you brush your teeth in the shower or something like that, depending on, whatever you do. So for the weights thing, I haven't really decided. I'm streaming pretty much every day. I'm live streaming pretty much every day. So maybe I can slot it in just after I live stream. I tried the idea of like slotting it in just before I make dinner, but our dinner schedule isn't like 100% set. So I'm thinking maybe just after I ate dinner. I did it after I ate dinner tonight. I thought I might feel a bit crook after doing that, but as long as I'm not overeating, I think it feels pretty good. So I think I'll slot that in each day after I eat dinner. And you eat dinner every day, or at least you probably should be. And the idea is you just slot that in after you eat dinner. So you finish eating dinner, you have a sit for a sec, put your dishes in the dishwasher or clean your dishes or whatever, get up, all right, I'll do some weights then have a shower, feel good, then you chill for the rest of the night. And I think that's really gonna seal the deal on that habit for me. So I'm gonna keep both going. I'll keep you guys updated. I'll let you guys know next month. This is especially important for me now because the day after tomorrow starts a 1-week Path of Exile race, which means, like 14, 16 hours plus a day of playing Path of Exile and live streaming. So getting up in the morning, doing my stretches and exercises, and then doing some weights in the evening is going to make a big difference to my health during this. Get the blood flowing, and also probably make me feel a bit better while doing this sort of thing as well. So pretty important, but I don't know, hopefully this helps motivate some of you guys, or hopefully you get something from it and maybe you're able to develop one of your own habits. But anyway, make sure to harass me if I don't make very many Monday Musings. I want to do these each week if I can. Maybe not next week because of the race, but at least the week after. Anyway, that's it for now. I'm ZiggyD, and thanks for watching.